animation is appeal. A way to think of appeal in context of animation is to think of our characters and cartoons in our animation as actors or characters in real-life TV shows and movies, where those characters, who are played by real people, have charisma and personalities. So must our animated characters be performers and have charisma and be able to communicate emotion and appeal to the viewer in ways that make them entertaining and watchable. That doesn't necessarily mean that they all have to be very clean or cute or attractive. There can be appealing heroes or villains. There can be cute or comic characters. But the principle of appeal in animation is essentially making sure that the characters that we're using are watchable and entertaining to the people viewing it. We should be able to communicate through our animation the personality of our character, and when we show them reacting to certain circumstances, the viewer should be learning something about it, not only about the circumstances the character's facing, but how that character faces certain circumstances. For example, having the bravery to attack something that threw you across the room, but the ignorance, of course, to not even know necessarily what that is, and then when facing the harsh reality that it's something much bigger and tougher than you, backing down immediately from the threat. And that's what we're communicating through our monkey example. We're learning that his personality, he's pretty happy-go-lucky. He's obviously pretty dim in the sense that, he doesn't know what's going on, but he's definitely got the fire to face it until he actually faces it, and then we run away. But we also see something in this gorilla character. There's an appeal in this character in the sense that we can immediately see that he's angry, and I attempted to draw and present him in a way that appeals to our senses of understanding what a villain or threat is and enjoying that. Because if the threat that the monkey was running from didn't communicate that enough or wasn't attractive enough to look at, even though he's not particularly pretty, then it wouldn't be a very effective segment of animation. That being said, the appeal in our little monkey character is that he gets away with it. He gets away with having the spark to march off angrily and then just escape without any real hassle beyond being thrown into the screen. We're also learning that he's bouncy and he's resilient, and hopefully establishing an appeal to the audience that this is a character that we could continue watching in various circumstances, creating a foundation of interest so that the viewer might want to see them in other threatening circumstances. And then we get onto characters like the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes or Disney's characters, where we have a core set of interesting characters that react in very specific ways and have very extreme personalities on that spectrum. And then we continue to watch them react in similar and varying circumstances. Appeal includes everything from environment design to your drawing style and the personality that you're developing and that you're trying to capture and communicate through your animation. The principle of appeal is not only visual, but it's also emotional and sort of ineffable. We create appeal through using interesting characters and archetypes, but we also create appeal by creating interesting scenarios for them to face, by having interesting art aesthetics that they are created with or a part of, and by producing interesting results in their personality and in their confrontations and interactions that make them very watchable and interesting, both in the short-term actions and reactions and in long-term character development for characters that have story arcs or more long-term application. Thanks for watching through this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.